Mexico!
We'll check out the city's magnificent art and architecture, visit a nearby hacienda, cook traditional Mexican cuisine with a local chef, and learn to dance the chinela.
Cuernavaca, in the Nahuatl language, means the flowers behind the city. And this is a typical lush garden. Aztecs and millionaires made Cuernavaca their summer home, and visitors enjoy it year-round. Let's take a look at the map to see where we are.
Mexico, the tapering bridge between North and Central America, is flanked by the Pacific Ocean to the west and the Gulf of Mexico to the east. In the state of Morelos lies the small resort town of Cuernavaca, just 50 miles southwest of Mexico City.
We'll explore the city's rich history, art, and architecture, visit a Nahuatl Indian town where customs still flourish, and cook a cactus salad with a renowned chef. But first, we're going to carefully grab the ingredients at an historic hacienda.
The peaceful grounds of the Hacienda San Gabriel have been kept flawless since it was built as a monastery in 1529. Since then, it's been a sugar plantation, a rebel home base, and now it's a luxurious hotel. Its graceful buildings are linked by shaded paths and lush greenery. Fountains, aqueducts, and picturesque plantation ruins complete the picture. For my tour of the grounds, I've been joined by culinary expert Rhonda Tranks, who teaches cooking classes here in Cuernavaca. She's an Australian expat who fell in love with Mexican cuisine. She devotes her passion and energy to preserving traditional dishes, like today's unique nopal salad.
When the Aztecs finished their wandering, they saw a nopal cactus with an eagle with a snake in its mouth. And when they found that, they were to build their great temple, which is now in the center of Mexico City.
Isn't that wonderful?
And if you look at the Mexican flag, it has exactly that scene on it.
You're kidding.
A nopal salad with nopal on the Mexican flag. That's why I call it Mexican flag salad. Okay, it's so easy. Look, just boom. There's our nopal. Now we've got to take these spikes off here.
You do that?
No. My assistant, Vicky, does that. She's been doing it for years.
This is great.
Rowana, es mi asistente.
Hola.
Vicky Rojas.
Hi, Vicky. ¿Qué estás haciendo? What are you doing?
Pelando un nopal.
Ah, see, you're peeling a nopal. Peeling the cactus. ¿Y cómo lo haces?
Con el cuchillo filoso.
With a sharp
Selecta las
knife?
espinas,
You scrape
bien,
against
bien,
the
todo.
skin?
Después ya se rebana. Se pone a hervir para hacer la ensalada.
Ah, qué bueno. So with a sharp knife, you scrape it against the skin, removing the needles and the knots. Once done that, you actually cut around the side of the cactus, leaving the flesh showing. And then you do a julienne. You cut them in slices, in rabanadas finas?
Delgadas, sí.
Delgadas, thin slices.
Well, this is the last one.
Perfect. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go start my tour with Roxana around Cuernavaca.
You're going to have a fabulous time.
Thank you. And I'll meet you back in the kitchen?
Okay, I'll be cooking.
All right, don't work too hard.
I won't.
All right, see you
Okay,
later.
Bye.
If you want to know why Cuernavaca is called the city of eternal spring, just look around. Gorgeous trees, light, airy buildings, fresh fruit stands, and pretty fountains. There's a lot to do here, and my guide, Roxana, is taking me to all the town's must-see sights.
So where are we?
We are at Hernán Cortés's palace.
This anthropological museum was actually built on the grounds of a great Aztec palace by the Spanish conqueror Hernán Cortés. The centerpiece is a huge Diego Rivera mural that takes aim at the conquistadors and their brutal hunger for gold, land, and power.
This is lovely.
Oh, yes, it's paradise.
What a great break in the day, no?
Yes, we deserve it.
Next, a welcome walk through the 18th century botanical gardens.
We brought all these trees from different countries, from Africa, from the Orient, to make sure that they could be adjusted to our weather. It's really amazing.
Look how they grow. It's so wonderful.
I know. And nobody takes care of them. It's
Just wild?
Yes.
A short walk through the town's historic center brings us to the 16th century chapel. It was once a place of worship for an order of Franciscan monks. You won't believe the altar. Look at this. It's an awe-inspiring wall of ornately crafted gold. What an incredible wealth of religious art and architecture. Up next on Entrada, an eccentric's private art collection.
Wow, this is great.
No, isn't
Huh?
it lovely?
Look at that.
This is one of my favorite places. I'm sure you're gonna love it. You're gonna have this tour. Oh, hi.
Hi, Roxana.
How are you,
Pleasure to
Debbie?
see
Nice
you.
to see you. This
Welcome,
is Rana.
Hola, mucho gusto. Pleased to
Mucho
meet you.
gusto.
Debbie
Pleasure to
will
have
take you here in a wonderful tour of the Brady Museum, Rana.
That's great. I'm
Okay,
very
let's-
looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Well, let's
Great,
start off.
gracias.
Okay.
huh?
De nada.
Nos
Enjoy
vemos después.
yourself. Okay.
Sí.
Bye-bye, Roxana.
Where should we start?
We can start by going up these steps. This is a very unique place here in Cuernavaca. This was the home of an American artist and art collector. His name was Robert Brady. What you're going to see is his actual collection that he accumulated over his life during his lifetime, and it's a little bit of everything. Really, it's an interesting experience because you see art from all over the world. But it's interesting to see how he displayed it.
Oh, really?
Because he had
Is
he had a wonderful way of interpreting art, and the result is a very unique display. He just loved color.
It goes so well. I mean, that's the whole point. The colors blend together magnificently.
And he actually made up and invented all the colors on the walls of the house. Fortunately, he left us formulas for them, so when we have to repaint, we make it up according to his formula, and we know that we have it exactly the same.
This has been so wonderful, Debbie. Thank you so much for
It's
the
been a
tour.
great pleasure, Ron, and I hope you enjoyed this tour as much as I enjoyed giving it to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Back at the tranquil hacienda, Rhonda is preparing the ingredients for tonight's salad.
Hello, Rhonda.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
Rhonda and I are going to be making the nopal salad.
Yes,
And that's typically Mexican.
it is. I call it Mexican flag salad.
Let me guess. Because of the colors?
You are so right.
Green, white, and red. Bravo. Now, here are the ingredients.
We have nopal, which has been prepared with onion, garlic, and the skin of tomatillos. We have radishes, spring onions, chopped chili serrano, cilantro, a little bit of cumin, and some fresh lime juice. Then salt and pepper to taste. It's easy.
Fantastic. All right, so where do we start?
Well, what we do first is we prepare the nopal. Okay.
How do you do that?
Well, have you seen? It's sort of like a little bit slimy. See this?
Oh, yeah, look.
Okay.
It has a little bit of slime to it.
Okay. To reduce the slime, we cook it. We've got to cook it first anyway.
Okay.
But we cook it with these. Do you know what these are?
Those are the green tomatoes.
Okay, they're called tomatillos. And we're going to take. Do you want to take the skin off?
Sure.
We boil the sliced tomatillos with garlic and onion, and this reduces, with these tomatillo skins, it reduces the sliminess.
You're kidding.
It does.
Using the skin of a green tomato, there will be no slime on your nopal.
Okay.
Now, are these
Ancient
readily found everywhere, or they're pretty common, I think,
Yeah,
in
they're
most
very common.
supermarkets?
Yeah, they're common. And if you don't find these to the fresh with
Right.
this, you can use a little bit of baking soda.
Baking soda. Just
a little bit, just a little pinch. Now, when that's done, it looks like this.
Oh, fantastic. So this is now, this has now been boiled.
It's been boiled. Okay, try one. But it doesn't taste slimy, does it?
No, it's delicious,
It tastes
fresh.
It tastes fresh. What do you think it tastes like?
Somewhat like a citrusy asparagus.
Yeah, exactly. Some
Yeah.
people say green beans, but I think you're closer to it.
Yes, definitely.
Like
That's great.
asparagus. Okay, so would you like to tip those in there? We're just
Okay,
going to
so
pour
all of it,
everything in. This is
everything
everything in
It's
here.
that easy?
It's that easy.
I
You
can
go with
handle that.
that. I put in the radishes, put in the spring onions, the cilantro, put in the
Okay. Spring
spring
onion.
onions, put in the chili, some fresh lime juice.
Okay. The other one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm going to have
Now,
you
do you
mix it
add
all.
any vinegar or oil to this?
No, I don't like to add oil because it
It
reduces
already has that oily consistency,
yeah,
right?
exactly. And I
Yeah.
think it's fresh and wonderful like it is like
Oh,
this.
absolutely.
Okay, a little bit of freshly ground pepper because give it a bit of a tang.
I love pepper.
And you start mixing, and then we'll
And your salt. Salt you already put on?
a little bit of salt. So that's enough.
Perfect.
Okay, why don't you use your hands?
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. My hands are clean.
Okay.
I love using my hands. Is that all there's to it?
Now we just chill it in the fridge.
Oh, excellent.
It's
That
really
was easy.
Tiputzlan is a small mountain village just 20 miles outside of Cuernavaca. Said to be the birthplace of the Aztec god Quetzalcoatl, the town is renowned for its celebration of Nahuatl Indian customs. This is the Chinelo. What a dance! Rhonda calls it the original hip-hop, and I can see why. It's percussive, repetitive, and hypnotic. The dance itself is simple, just 2 shuffle steps and a jump. The hard part is the stamina. This will go on for hours and hours, far into the night. It's mostly young men and women who dance the Chinelo, but I'm willing to give it a try, for a while. The Chinelo was originally a dance poking fun at the snooty Spanish aristocracy. The mocking music is deliberately just a little out of tune. And take a close look at those costumes. They exaggerate the fine clothing, beards, and fair skin of the Spanish. Actually, I'd like a closer look myself. The best place to see more is in the workshop of Chinelo hat maker Jose Salazar Flores. It's his incredible work that adorns those fantastic headdresses.
Hola, hola, José. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Qué bueno.
A million colorful glass beads line Jose's shelves. They're waiting to become part of one of the many intricate designs featured on Chinelo costumes. Aren't they beautiful?
¿Y tú haces todo este a mano? You make all of these yourself? Qué lindo. It's all beadwork, and he weaves them in one by one to form these designs. It takes him 2 months from the time he starts the beadwork to the time he assembles the hat. Increíble. Están preciosos. What an art form. You know what? Hats off to you. Gracias.
Up next on Entrada, a legendary lagoon. Las Aztecas Recreation Park is a 40-minute drive from Cuernavaca. Renowned for its natural beauty, Las Aztecas is the ideal weekend getaway. It's also a popular cooling-off spot. A slow-moving river, deep clear pools, and fresh underground springs draw swimmers, floaters, and scuba divers from all over. I asked my guide guide Enrique to tell me more about Las Aztecas. It's family-owned, family-run, and ecologically friendly. The people here are very proud of the care they take in preserving the environment, but they're even more proud about their storied history. This is the spot where the Tarzan television series was shot in the 1960s. I really should give this a try. I may need to work on my yell. Floating lazily down the river, I can see why people have been coming here for centuries. They're looking for a little rest before heading back to their busy lives. As for me, I'm heading back to the hacienda to help Rhonda prepare tonight's main dish.
What are we making today?
We're making arroz mexicana.
Mexican rice. Now that's a traditional dish, isn't it?
It's a staple of Mexican cooking.
Fantastic. Here are the ingredients.
Okay, we have rice, which has been rinsed. We have onion, carrot, and oil. Tomatoes, garlic, chicken stock, peas, and salt to taste.
So where do we start?
Okay, well we have a hot pot here, and we're going to put a little bit of oil in.
Does it matter if you use vegetable or olive oil?
No, just vegetable oil is fine.
It's fine.
Okay. And
The
onion.
onions. Isn't the pottery fantastic?
Oh, it's fabulous.
Now, what happens if somebody doesn't have this kind of pottery
Oh,
at
you
home?
can use an ordinary saucepan, but it must be fairly deep. An ordinary pot, but fairly deep. While this is cooking, we can make the puree, which we're going to add to the rice.
Oh, excellent. Time saver.
Okay, what we're going to do is put in 4 cord tomatoes, okay? The garlic and 3 cups of chicken stock.
Now, do you have to use chicken broth, or can somebody use vegetable broth or
You
beef
can use
broth?
water. You can use water.
Oh, even just water's fine?
Or a chicken stock cube, a bouillon cube, or water, or homemade stock cube.
Excellent.
Okay. There we go. 1.5 cups of the rinsed rice.
Now, why do you rinse the rice?
We rinse the rice to reduce the starch so it doesn't go, so the rice doesn't go gluggy.
Gluggy?
Gluggy.
What's that, Ron?
Well, it's all sort of stuck together, and
Gluggy.
we want the little bits of rice all separate.
That's
so
right.
It looks nice.
That's right.
And it won't separate like that if it's too starchy. Now we're going to cook this until it's ready.
Well, how do you know when it's ready?
It sings.
Till it's ready. It sings.
It sings.
Rice sings. A particular song, I presume, or
Oh, probably the Mexican hat dance.
dance. Dance. Let's dance. Rhonda.
Hear it?
No. Does it really sing?
It's singing. It's singing. It's singing.
Rhonda, did you lie to me?
No, I didn't sing it. Well, it's sort of
Listen.
making little hissing. It's singing.
You're right, it is. It's singing.
That's definitely singing rice. Okay.
Bueno.
Now, we're going to add the tomato puree. Okay, all in one hit.
Now you're using the colander so that none of the other particles.
We don't want the seeds. Remember, we just put them in
Oh,
whole?
that's right.
So all the seeds and the skin, we're
Stay
straining
behind.
out. They stay behind.
Excellent.
And now it's time to add the peas. Okay, about a third.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, a couple more. And we're just going to cook that until it's ready.
So when do you know when it's ready?
I've got lots of little tricks for when things are ready. Last time it sang. This time, when we lift the lid, there'll be little holes all over the top of the rice, and you know the rice is ready.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, while this is finishing, I'm going to go get ready for dinner then.
Okay.
I'll see you a
I'll
little
see
later.
you then.
Thank you. Bye, Rhonda.
Bye.
Up next on Entrada, a taste of traditional cactus salad.
This is delicious. Ay, que rico. Here are the recipes.
Salud.
Salud.
Welcome to San Gabriel. Salud.
Salud.
For Rhonda's Mexican flag salad, bring a large pot of water to a boil, adding white onion, garlic cloves, salt, and tomatillo husks. Clean the nopal and remove spikes. Julienne. Cook for 10 to 12 minutes until soft, drain nopal and discard garlic, onion, and husks. Add the rest of the ingredients, mix thoroughly, and chill before serving. Traditional Mexican rice calls for rinsed long grain rice. Fry onions and carrots in vegetable oil. Add rice and cook for 5 minutes. To make the puree, blend garlic, tomatoes, and chicken stock. Add the tomato puree. Remember to strain. Add the peas. Cook until the rice absorbs the liquid and small holes appear.
The beef has coffee, cocoa, which is made from chocolate, and cinnamon, and there's vanilla in the sauce.
It's wonderful.
It's unusual, no, but all Mexican ingredients.
Oh, of course.
Chocolate originated from Mexico.
Chocolate did. And apparently so did tomatoes.
And vanilla.
Or was it tomatoes?
You say tomatoes.
I say tomatoes.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Not yet.
No, we've got more to eat here.
Rana, look what I have for you.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
This is a cuescomate, the symbol of our state.
Oh, Roxana, gracias.
De nada.
Thank you for being such a wonderful host
You're
throughout
welcome.
Cuernavaca.
It was wonderful having you, Rana.
I've had such an incredible time.
I hope you come back soon.
I will definitely come back. And Juan, thank you so much again for your hospitality.
Well, it's a pleasure. to
And
have you
let's
here.
all toast to Rhonda's wonderful recipes and cooking.
Rhonda.
Huh?